Yes, recording. Hello. I'm going to. I think I'm gonna try doing book reviews now. A lot of people are doing those, movie reviews, etc. Maybe I'll even do music reviews. I don't know. Anyway, I decided my first review would be the first novel I ever read, not the first book, but first full-size book. And I have two editions of it. Traveling the Chocolate Factory by Roald Dahl, the one I read, and the copy apparently my mother's had for a million years. I see it in the light. I I just remember before I made this, I have a hat. It's for like in 2005 when they made the Tim Burton movie. My friends and I went to see it, and we all had hats like this. In fact, here's the others right here. Not sure if this is all of them or not, but yeah, I was gonna wear them. I was gonna wear it to Alice in Wonderland as the Hatter spirit, but then I think I found something better. I don't know. Anyway, so for those of you who aren't familiar, I guess I'll just read the back. Willy Wonka's famous chocolate factory is opening at last, but only 5 lucky children will be allowed inside. And what Augustus Gloop, Veruca Salt, Violet Beauregarde, Mike TV, and Charlie Bucket find is even wilder than any of the wild rumors they've heard. Yes, it's... Roald Dahl is a very good writer, or was. I think he died in like 90 or 91, just a few years before I was born. And I always love Quentin Blake's funny illustrations there. I remember I was like 9 in 3rd grade, or maybe I'd just gotten out, I don't know, when I read this. Prior to this, I'd read some chapter books like Magic Treehouse, which I just recently started rereading, which is actually a pretty fast read now. I'm like 16, and then Captain Underpants, that was another one, and Jigsaw Drums and so on, but this is the first novel I read. And I've only read one other Roald Dahl, which would be The Witches, which I actually just read a year ago. Finished it December before last, 09. So, oh yeah, tendinitis. So yeah, this is a very good story. It's funny. I like it. As for the movies, I like both of them a lot. I know some people are flaming the new one, but come on, I like Tim Burton. Well, I have not seen Planet of the Apes. My mother says that one's his only bad movie. I haven't seen it, but yeah, I like the Johnny Depp version. Gene Wilder, he's hilarious, of course. I've seen part of The Producers and part of Young Frankenstein. He's great in those too. Funny thing I remember, I think, if I remember correctly, I was reluctant to read this, but once I started reading it, I really loved it. I don't even remember. I used to be really picky, which my sister's kind of like that. Not quite as much now, somewhat still, but well, I have 2 sisters. One of my sisters I'm referring to. I'm gonna try to keep this somewhat short, but yeah, I guess it's kind of fantasy because of the fantastic candies he invents, like everlasting gobstoppers, the non-melting ice cream, I think was one of them. Stuff like that. But yeah, how many pages is this? This is the edition I'm pretty much using for the review. Oh, 155 pages, which is not too much, but it's a kid's book, and it was written... I'm not gonna... Well, I guess I could check. I don't want to make the video too long, especially since I have to go back to school tomorrow. Yeah, I've been on holiday break. Like winter holidays, Christmas, Hanukkah, all that. When was this made? 1964. Oh, so he's an older writer, but like from older times, that is. Not too old, but in fact, I think my mother was born in 64, so it's about as old as she is. But it's very witty, quirky, funny, so overall I liked it. I'd say Shelfari, I'd probably give it like 4 or 5 stars. It always holds a special place in my heart, it's the first one. But I'd say here, since I can give half, it's like 4.5. Well, I'm trying to think if there's anything. I don't think anything was really wrong with it. I mean, come on, I was 9 when I read it, 7 years ago, so give me a break. Maybe 6.5, I don't know. I don't even remember what year I read it, like 03 or 04. But yeah, 5 minutes already? Kidding me? Well, thanks if you watch this, and I look forward to reviewing more books that I read a long time ago soon, and then hopefully catching up. Peace.